Hey everybody, this is part 2 of the 2008 Lincoln MKZ brakes and rotors. We did the rotors in part 1. This is the brakes. So you're going to go over here. You're going to take the bolts off that hold the caliper on. See, right now I'm just tightening up the brake assembly. We put the brake assembly back on once we finish the rotors and tighten all that up. Now this step begins with taking this bolt out and the one beneath it, because you're going to take off the caliper. You may have to take a wrench and hold that nut there as you loosen the bolt so it doesn't spin on you. But you're going to remove that bolt, hang the caliper out of the way, and that reveals the brake pads and the retaining pins. So the retaining pins are a little bit tricky, and so is the hardware that comes along with the new pads. These are the retaining pins. Each side has 3 pieces. There's a side piece right here. You take that off. Be very careful and mindful of how it is orientated inside of the caliper. It slides in there. Make sure that the flat part of that piece is towards the rotor. There's another side that protrudes out. On the left side, on the right side of the screen, that part protrudes out. That should be away from the caliper, obviously, so that the wheel will turn without obstruction. So you're going to just take that one top bolt out so that your caliper rocks, your bracket rocks back and forth. It's going to make it easier to put the hardware in. So you're going to have it just like that. You're going to take the old hardware out, the old retaining clips. Take those out. They may be rusted. They may be difficult to get out. You can get a screwdriver or just use your hand and carefully pry those out. You may have to sand or kind of clean up underneath where it was, but you're going to take those out and you're going to put the new ones in. There's, like I said, 3 pieces. One to the right of the screen, one that goes across the top, and one on the inside of the brake, towards the underneath side, part of the car. Now this is how the pin looks. It has little ears that hold it in place inside of the frame. I had to take some channel locks and kind of pull my ears down a little bit so that they hugged the inside better. Then once you get those on, you're going to just slide your brake shoes in, put the new retaining pins on, and you're going to put anti-squeal compound on the outside of the brake shoes where the caliper will be making contact with the brake shoes. That's very important. Now it's also tricky because when you put the pins in, it applies outward pressure and it's going to want to push your brake shoes away, separate them, and they're going to fall off. So carefully put that together, put your compound on, and then hold it together.